Alright, time to read the comments. Let's see. Here it is. How has gathering profit been now? Looks like much more big ganking groups. I stopped playing Albion a few months ago, but still like to watch your videos. Yes, it seems like there are more ganking groups now. A few months ago, there the question then is, did you play still after the Into the Fray patch came? Because there it really started having more ganking groups outside. Also, it's more dangerous because there are no portal maps anymore. You don't have these 4 invincibility shrines everywhere. So, pretty dangerous right now. And a few more ganking groups than before the Into the Fray patch, which I like. I like it. Battle Axe is broken in 1v1 or even 1v2 or 3. If he has mobs around, he can always heal up. Horrible 1v1. You can purge Merc Jacket, but E of X has short cooldown and he doesn't even need to hit you. All he needs is mobs around. Well, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, the Battle Axe. The fishing or furrier farming branch of leaves better profit? I'm not sure because I am not a tier 8 fisher yet and I didn't fish with premium yet, so I cannot tell. I also didn't fish in tier 8 zones yet, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Of leaves. Do you mean fiber by that? Like, fiber is a little bit worse than hide. Hide is the best right now. And how's the way to use the learning points correctly? Since I want to upload it, even though I don't understand very well because I'm Latino and your videos don't have subtitles in Spanish. How is the way to use learning points correctly? It depends on how you want to play the game. Like, I guess you want to be gathering and you do it regularly, so I would spend all the learning points you have in getting all gathering professions up to tier 8, and afterwards you can spend learning points for the specializations, so you get more of the certain tier that you can level up with it, but first you need to unlock tier 8 to be efficient. Some Spanish, I guess. Let's see what it says. Google Translate. Bro, better explain yourself in Spanish to see if I can help you. That I did not understand exactly what you want to get to. Yeah, it's possible that the stuff you said is misleading or misunderstandable. This bug happened to me once on a big tier 8 stack, but in my case I died. Let's see.
Oh, nice bug.
Let's start a little earlier.
Oh, nice bug.
Yeah, I wasn't able to mount up. I was stuck.
Seriously, dude?
It's really annoying, this bug. It's really annoying. Would be nice if it was possible to fix it. Thanks for visiting Arch territories. Just don't put your guard down, especially at East Mardlock and Arthur's Rest area, where Papa Glut is mostly ganking with 2 parties. Papa Glut? I don't know Papa Glut. And yeah, can never put my guard down, otherwise, like, I can even die to bad gankers or small ganking groups if I'm being careless. Wow, looks like more gathering highlights now. Well, yeah, the solo fame farming plus high tier gathering is also kind of gathering, I guess. Wow, you are not only a good farmer, you are a good PvPer too. Thank you. Russian or something, or I don't know. Whoops. Let's see. Why are you filming with the webcam? Because I want to. Why you don't loot Candle? She's worth more than anything. Let's see. Because it was only 4 point... Because it was a flat candle. But yeah, I'm usually screening very quickly if there are any valuable items I didn't realize in that moment and wanted to survive. Because if I don't survive, that's way more expensive than spending more time or looting more. I would have had the time to loot it, but I didn't realize in that situation. If I realized, I would, of course, would have taken it as well. But I really didn't have too much time there, you know, to really think about. In this case, it would have been the best to just loot everything and decide afterwards if I want to throw away anything. I think he just left before getting nuked by the other player. Kind of. But as I said, I should have looted everything and then decided afterwards. Then I advise you to reconsider this moment again. There was time for all the loot, and the candle was not taken as if on purpose. Exactly, like there was enough time for me to loot everything, but I was in the mindset of only taking valuable items, and a flat tier 4 item didn't look valuable in that quick moment that I was checking. I don't know if I had the inventory space for it. Maybe that's the reason why I only looted a few items. I don't know. But in the heat of the moment, it's usually best to just loot everything and then throw worthless items away afterwards. Good video, bro. 10 out of 10. Thanks. Whenever I go to the black zone, there's rats everywhere in groups, and I always die. Well, that's the black zone. That's the black zone. I mean, in my videos, you often see me encountering groups of people. Maybe you could adapt a little bit. Hast du mal Bock, dass wir beide mal zocken? Wäre echt cool. This is German and means do you want to play together? Would be cool. If you're 21 years older, 21 years old or older, sure, just add me in game and like send me a message in game and we can play a bit and see if the chemistry works between us. PS, mag deine Videos. Again, German means I like your videos. Thanks. Kinda awkward. You got your cam on, but don't say a single word the entire time. At least introduce yourself, the video. Well, I'm making so many videos, I don't feel like saying some weird introduction every video, you know? Especially if it's something I have already done. Low quality. What exactly do you mean? Maybe the sound. I have had some issues with the sound quality since moving, and that's why I've bought myself a microphone, and now it's way better. Hey man, love your videos. I have a question. Which weapon do you recommend for gatherers? Bloodletter or carving sword? I would say either you go mining boots all the time, then go with the carving sword, or dual swords. Otherwise, the alternative is to go with any boots you want, plus Bloodletter or double-bladed staff. Hey, I'm a fairly new player and was wondering, how did you grind up to your high specs? I'm around level 60 in spear and 30 in one-handed spec. Also, why do you rotate through maps rather than stay on a single one? Is it more safe or because you were also trying to gather? To the first point, how did you grind up to your high specs? I spent like tons of hours in the roads of Avalon doing PvE. Like really probably like I don't know, thousands of hours in the roads doing PvE, which gives a lot of fame in that amount of time. And that's mainly, well, that's a big chunk of the fame I've gotten. A big chunk of the PvE fame. By the way, the PvP fame doesn't level up your items, doesn't give you fame for the Destiny board. Keep that in mind. So just spending a lot of time doing PvE gave me a lot of fame. Also, why do you rotate through maps rather than stay on a single one? It's more fun. That's the most important reason. I play to have some kind of fun. So I always have to consider that when I do some activities in that game. But there are also some arguments for why it's okay to rotate. Like the chance to find big stacks of resources is higher if you rotate through maps. And sometimes it just makes sense to leave a map if there are no mobs for me to kill. But if I wanted to optimize the fame gain, I would just stay in one map if I find enough mobs, like I did in the Zero to Hero Spear series. For a while, after I had enough fame to reach the goal of that series, I went for the ghost areas because they gave a decent amount of money, and I only had the goal left to get enough money for premium, so I went for the money instead of the fame. Is it more safe or because you were also trying to gather? It's it's equally unsafe or safe as staying in a map. It, yeah, trying to gather is one point. I recommend to gather at Eldersleep. Me and my boys got 8.3 height and wood resources. And I would not recommend anybody to go to Eldersleep and to gather there. If you wonder why, just open the map and search for Eldersleep and look at the layout of the map. And then you can guess why I wouldn't recommend going into this map. Nice. Thanks. Can you check your item level just by pointing your mouse cursor to the badge? No need to open Destiny board. I think I have seen it somewhere that you can click onto the item in your inventory and then there somewhere you can click on it and it automatically opens the right point of the Destiny board and stuff like that. Maybe it even shows the item level right there at the stats screen in your inventory. Not at the stats screen in your inventory, but the stats screen of the specific item after you have clicked on it once in your inventory. This has to be one of the worst possible games to play solo in. Absolute abomination. It's like test of your sanity. I'm still pretty sane, so I cannot agree with that. But a lot of people who don't have a competitive mindset or have a too competitive mindset may have a hard time with Albion playing it solo. I definitely see that. Not many people can handle getting killed in a game. Not even if it was a fair fight. Nice video, bro. Good luck. Thanks. I started with you, but I used the 500 learning points on fishing specialist. So level 60 fishing, level 34 specialist. Tier 8 zones have a ton of gankers. It's insane. Okay. Instead of selling fish, I turn the snappers and dead water eels into food, then enchant them with the fish sauce I make from the rest of the fish, then use focus on the food for double profit. It's a ton of extra silver. And how much time do you spend doing that? And how much time do you spend researching? And do you transport? Like you gotta share these facts in order to see how profitable it actually is. Like people always say like crafting and stuff like that. It's so good, it's so valuable. But in order to do it efficiently, you have to spend time. And the question is, how much time is that? And then you can calculate how much profit per time you make and compare it to the profit you would make if you would just simply sell everything. I really enjoy your content, especially the gathering ones. However, I can't fish nowhere near as close as you. Speaking about duration, I'm fully maxed out fisherman, however, my fingers start to hurt after 15 minutes or so. Do you have the same issue? Um, well, well. Either you're unhealthy and maybe want to check out a doctor to see, because like I've just played 2 hours uh, on the Zero to Hero Fisher account and my fingers didn't hurt. So it is definitely possible that maybe your finger is a little bit weak or a little bit unhealthy. Otherwise, generally, holding the hand like this and then doing things with your hand like this is unnatural. This is the correct position, and if you do things like this in this position, the muscles work correctly. I don't know the word for it, like these strings that you have in your body, they work correctly if you have this position, and like bones, muscles, and these weird strings, however they are called in English, work correctly if you have this position. So there are mouses that have a weird shape, so your hand is in a correct position. This may help if you get such a mouse, to be honest. Otherwise, I would fish probably for a couple of hours per day. I find it really enjoyable activity, except for the design of the minigame. Well, I'm only fishing once for like 2 hours every week, so maybe you overdid it, and that's why your finger is hurting in this unnatural position. That may be the case. I find it really enjoyable, except for the design of the mini game. I mean, if it didn't have the mini game, fishing would be just insane. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you need the mini game to at least have something to do while fishing. I'm on phone, so I don't have the issue with fingers, but I have an issue with being surrounded by gankers that can dismount, kill me, perch me, stun me, silence me, and root me, all at the same time, taking over an hour worth of fish, and I don't understand how no one else has the same issue. Or a lot of people have the issue of getting killed by gankers because they don't know how to play in the black zone. Like, and sometimes, like, there are a couple of times where it's unavoidable to die to gankers. Sometimes it's not possible to escape, but most of the time you don't die to gankers if you play it 100% correctly. Hi Apple, what is your favorite weapon for roaming? Uh, for PvE heavy roaming, I like spears the most. For PvP solo roaming, I like Bloodletter the most. And for group roaming, I like Cursed Staffs the most. Do you stream on Twitch? Nope. Any tips for newbie gatherer? Um, Look for somebody where you know that he's good and copy him and ask yourself, why is he doing this? You need to understand. Ask yourself, why is he doing this and why is it better than what I would do? This is the most general answer I can give you, and it's the best general answer you can have, and this is about becoming good in anything. This works for everything in life. Gathering is like a job. Go out and gather if you want money. You will get there eventually. Yeah, but you can become a bad gatherer and not have much profit and not have much fun. This is a kind of video I would watch while I'm doing my homework. It's a long time ago that I've done homework, but I think I've never watched videos while doing so. Pure garbage. Okay. Is this more efficient fame farming than doing dungeon? Yes. Like the normal solo dungeons in the roads of Avalon and in the Black Zone and on the Royal Continent, of course, too, are the worst fame farm option. Besides the normal group dungeons, they are even worse. Then the static dungeons and chests are the medium option for fame farming. And then there's the open world mobs. They are the best fame for fame farming. And while I don't know too much about the static dungeons, maybe they are good if you have a good group, play efficiently, and don't die to gankers. And just win every fight. When I watch this vids, I wanna get back to gathering, but I'm taking a break from Albi. Well, what can I say? The fishing. Oh, so YouTube somehow thought this comment here was spam. Let's see what Google Translate says. Well, how is the correct way to raise the fishing using the learning points if each level or for each tier? And if the fishing or the furrier leaves you better probably profit. What is the correct way to raise the fishing using the learn points? It's really, can I somehow? Okay. The correct way to use learn points for leveling up fishing, there's only one way. There's only one way, just level it up. Like there you don't even have choices. Like either you use learn points or you don't. But you don't have any other choice, so there's only one way and it is the correct way to level it up. If you want to be efficient, money-wise, if you have a limited amount of learn points, you should get tier 8 before leveling up the fishing specialization, in my opinion. So this is it seems. Yo. Oh, never mind. Just a new comment 58 seconds ago. Nice content, brother. Thank you. But no, it is over.